YouTube. All right, we got DXY, top down analysis. Let's go. We're looking at the monthly time frame. All right, last week is bullish. It's bullish again, right? The monthly time frame takes a long time to do stuff, right? It takes a long time to reflect. It's mostly the same for the most part. I'm gonna stop saying mostly. I feel like I've been saying it a lot, but yeah, it's mostly the same. I said it again, but it's bullish. The last point of resistance that we marked off was right here back in 2019. These 3 candles were the break. So 1, 2, 3, and you should see what on the lower time frame, higher highs and higher lows to confirm that break. All right, cool. So it's 4:30. That April candle already printed, and guess what? It's looking like it could be bearish, right? Now, that's not to say that structurally the monthly time frame is bearish yet. It's not, because remember, it's bearish until it's bullish, and it's bullish until it's bearish. Because how do we identify a uptrend? A series of higher highs and higher lows, right? How do we identify a downtrend? A series of lower lows and lower highs. That's why it's bearish until it's bullish, and it's bullish until it's bearish. But when it comes to current market volume, as far as, these couple candles, like 1, 2, 3 candles, it's very important to know where volume is going. That's why you don't want to go against higher time frame volume. Monthly is cool. You can kind of go against monthly a little bit. Be aware of it. Weekly, sometimes okay, but definitely not daily. If the majority of the daily volume is bullish, you can counter trend it, but why? You know what I mean? Like this candle right here, you don't want to go against this candle. Buys, only buys. This is a big bullish candle, right? Know your higher time frame volume. All right, I digress. But yeah, monthly time frame bullish, weekly time frame still bearish, right? The relative low that was broken was right here, right? This was the choke, the reversal, the break of support, whatever you want to call it, right? Break of support, price came back up to test newfound resistance. You want to mark off your low. Then you want to have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. You want to identify those candles, and you should see what in the lower time frame? A series of lower highs and lower lows. Excuse me. But yep, price broke right here, came back up to test newfound resistance, and now it looks to be like it's pushing downward, right? So structurally on the weekly, structurally on the weekly, it's bearish. All right, let's go to the daily. All right, and the daily time frame is looking pretty bearish as well, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and it's testing this trend line, right? But it's bearish until it's bullish, right? So I would mark off this relative high right here. Yeah, mark off that high. You can mark off this one too, because this is definitely a high. Price came down and came back up to test it again, so you could definitely mark that off. Those 2 candles. This candle is important. Now structurally, daily is still bearish. I would like to go to the H4 so we can see more details. It's pretty easy to see that structurally we're making lower highs and lower lows. Now, price could turn around, but we don't know. a lot can happen with the dollar. Considering all, news, news is so important when it comes to, DXY and, even all the other currency pairs as well. But DXY definitely. So many things that come into play. But yeah, let's go to the H4 real quick. Yeah. And looking at the H4, it makes me want to say that the price could potentially be turned around. Let me delete this for a second. I hate to say what do y'all think, right? Because y'all here, y'all are here for what I think. So, but when you look at this trend line, you see price coming up. It looks like it could be potentially be bullish at this point. That's some point of references. Bam. Let's make that a little smaller. So this is a high right here, and it's making higher lows, right? So price is making higher lows. That's a higher low. This is a higher low. Just so important to understand what the market is doing. So these are higher lows, 3 actually. But on a higher time frame, this is what? A wick, right? Isn't that a wick? Yep, it's a huge wick. But so it could just be a test. So, but we still have to be open to the fact that price could be ready to go up. And then news tomorrow or during the week can just push it back down, right? But I'm actually going to put bullish on the H4. Bullish. Just because I want to be aware that potentially price could be, breaking this trend line. Now, we'll know more tomorrow morning, New York open, or maybe even London session tonight. But yeah. Let's be open to the fact that the dollar could go up for a little bit until some crazy news pushes it back down. But so the next high that needs to be broken is right here, because that's pretty much a test. And then ultimately one of these highs right here, because you want to figure out what's the next level of resistance that price needs to break to continue up. Right? That's important. So that's important. But alright, y'all, that's it for this video. DXY, pretty simple. Monthly bullish, weekly bearish, daily bearish, H4 bullish, right? All this is important. But yeah, that's it. I'll see y'all on the next video.